Big 12 is college basketball's toughest conference. Hornets ranked 17th nationally, but with 6 teams in the league also in the top 25, they're right in the middle of the standings. The team at the top, the team that's always at the top, Kansas. And the Jayhawks at the drum this afternoon. Texas has won 2 straight and has played a lot better basketball over the last week and came out today. It looked sharp early. Jonathan Holmes working the baseline. Texas goes up 8-0. Then DeMarcus Holland driving and spinning it with his left hand off glass. 15-10, but Kansas would answer with a 7-0 run, and Perry Ellis out of the short corner with the jumper gives the Jayhawks their first lead. Texas calls a timeout. Later in the first half, now Texas trying to get that lead back. Isaiah Taylor, best game of the season for Taylor, no question, 23 points. Texas down 3. Then Cameron Ridley finishing through the contact and the foul. Texas cuts it to 2, but Cliff Alexander just before the half, he was dunking everything. It's 32-30 at the half, Jayhawks lead. Second half, Texas would get that lead back. Holmes for 3, Texas goes up 4, but Texas just 3 of 18 shooting behind the arc. Brandon Green, on the other hand, for the Jayhawks, he made 4 of 5 from 3, 14 points off the bench, 47-43 Kansas. Then DeMarcus Holland just gives it away. Texas had 9 turnovers. Kansas only had 3. That ties their program best. Frank Mason finishing at the other end. Under 8 minutes to go, Texas would get within 3. Miles Turner tips back home the Taylor miss, but Kansas did not let it get tight in crunch time. Ellis, the full repertoire, scores, and the Jayhawks win 75-62. Again, Texas losing 75-62 at the Irwin Center to Kansas this afternoon. The loss drops Texas to 3-3 in the Big 12. Chris Tavares has more on how Texas failed to take advantage of perhaps its biggest advantage.
19 games into the season, and Rick Barnes doesn't think this team knows what its identity is. Despite having the size advantage over Kansas, the Longhorns out-rebounded and outscored in the paint by the Jayhawks. But early in the second half, Texas taking advantage of its size to go on a 14-7 run to grab its largest lead of the half.
You know, we had some really good possessions there, but we just didn't finish it, which we have to do. But yeah, what we did to start the second half, and I'm baffled why we went away from it. I don't. That's the part that was disappointing.
One of the biggest teams in the country, so I mean, in fact, we need to understand that. I don't think we take advantage of it like we should.
I mean, collectively as a group, we got to work on getting the ball inside better. I mean, we know we're an inside-outside team, and we got away from that this game.
We've played enough games now that we should understand what our identity is, and we better play that from the very beginning. And we haven't, we didn't.
Despite coming into Saturday with a 2-game winning streak, the Longhorns have now lost 3 of their last 5 and play 3 of their next 4 on the road, starting with number 9 Iowa State on Monday. Chris Tavares, KXAN News.